Mom asked. Yeah. And her child replied, she doesn't like that your belly is out. Kourtney chuckled, asking, oh, you want me to zip it up? The child teased, you're so bragging. Kourtney smiled, it's so cute. It's for you, P. Someone in the room noted that Kourt loves being pregnant, that she loves it. Kourtney asked, is it too much, P? To which came the reply, no, she just shows it every single morning. They laughed. On the surface, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's romance looks like something straight out of a Hollywood fairy tale. From candlelit proposals on the beach to a lavish Italian wedding designed by Dolce & Gabbana, the world has been fed a picture of two soulmates who finally found each other after years of missed connections. Fans labeled them Kravis and celebrated their passion, their PDA, and their over-the-top devotion. But behind the Instagram-perfect facade, whispers of trouble have started to grow louder. Because while Kourtney may be head over heels in love with Travis, her kids, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, aren't nearly as smitten. In fact, insiders claim the children are struggling to accept Travis as a stepdad, sparking major family tension that no amount of designer outfits or Instagram filters can hide. For years, Scott Disick was the only father figure they knew. No matter how messy his relationship with Kourtney became, he remained a constant presence in their lives. Do we love Australia? Kourtney asked. Sure. Wink. You know, I don't know where he gets his sense of humor, she added. He's like a mini Jim Carrey. But now, with Travis stepping into the role of stepdad, those loyalties are being tested, and the results aren't pretty. Sources close to the family suggest that behind closed doors, the kids have been resistant, distant, and at times openly uncomfortable around Travis. While Kourtney basks in her whirlwind romance, the children are reportedly drawing clear lines. You may be mom's husband, but you're not our dad. It's the kind of tension that not only affects Kourtney and Travis's relationship, but also threatens to spill over into the wider Kardashian clan. After all, when the kids refuse to play along with the perfect family narrative, the cracks in the story become impossible to ignore. To understand why Kourtney's kids might be pushing back against Travis Barker, you have to look at their history and the man who's been at the center of their lives since day one, Scott Disick. Scott may no longer be romantically tied to Kourtney, but for over a decade, he was her partner, her co-parent, and most importantly, the only father Mason, Penelope, and Rain had ever known. Their childhoods were documented on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where viewers watched birthday parties, family vacations, and even Scott's struggles unfold in front of cameras. Through it all, one thing was certain, Scott was always dad. Mason, the oldest, grew up in front of millions. He was practically raised on reality TV, with Scott always by his side. Mason inherited much of his father's personality, sarcastic, private, and fiercely loyal. As paparazzi followed them everywhere, Kourtney admitted, as much as I'd love to stay home and be in my bubble, it's not fair to have my kids all the way in Australia and not take them out to do things. To Mason, Travis stepping in as a stepdad feels like a direct challenge to his father's place. Penelope, known as P, is especially close to Scott. On countless episodes, fans saw the sweet bond between daddy's little girl and her father. So it's no surprise that sources claim Penelope has been the most vocal about disliking Travis's over-the-top displays of affection with her mom. She's even made headlines with subtle comments on TikTok that fans believe were digs at Travis. Rain, the youngest, might be just a kid, but even he's been described as territorial with his mom. Insiders whisper that he's the one who openly resists when Travis tries too hard to step into a parental role. The truth is, divorce is complicated, and children often feel protective of the parent left behind. In this case, Scott still has a strong presence in their lives. He shows up to school runs, takes them on vacations, and showers them with attention. No matter how messy his personal life gets, his kids adore him. That loyalty makes accepting Travis incredibly difficult. Add to that the fact that the world sees Kourtney and Travis locked in endless PDA, and it's not hard to imagine why the kids might feel awkward. It's one thing to accept that your parent moved on. It's another to watch your mom make out with someone new in front of cameras. When Travis Barker officially became part of Kourtney Kardashian's life, he knew he wasn't just marrying her. He was joining a package deal. Along with the whirlwind romance, luxury weddings, and nonstop media attention came three kids who were not exactly asking for a new father figure. "Why are you always like this to my mom?" one of the kids joked. "I'm always drumming," Travis said. "A drummer?" the child teased. Travis laughed. "I said I'm going to use your mom as a drum one day, and I'm going to record it." "You're going to use her butt," they laughed. From the outside, it looked like Travis was doing everything right. He showed up at family events, went on vacations, and treated Kourtney's children with kindness. Paparazzi photos often caught him holding Rain's hand, chatting with Mason, or sitting next to Penelope during outings. To tabloids, it looked like he was seamlessly blending into the Kardashian-to-sick dynamic. But insiders claimed the truth behind closed doors was much messier. Travis, by nature, is intense and impulsive. He wanted to go all in, not only with Kourtney, but also with her children. He reportedly showered them with gifts, tried to involve them in his world of music, and spoke about how much he loved being a stepdad. But for kids still loyal to Scott Disick, that energy came across less as love and more as pressure. Mason, now a teenager, is said to be the most resistant. Sources claim he prefers to keep his distance when Travis is around, often retreating from family filming or skipping events. Fans noticed he rarely appears in Kourtney's public Instagram posts with Travis, sparking speculation that he wants no part in the new blended family image. Penelope, who has always been open with her emotions, reportedly struggles the most with Travis's PDA-heavy relationship with her mom. Insiders say she's uncomfortable seeing her mother in constant makeout sessions and has voiced that it's embarrassing for a young girl who adored the bond between her parents, Scott and Kourtney. Watching Travis step into that space feels more like a loss than a gain. Rain, the youngest, is described as hot and cold with Travis. Sometimes he'll play along, but other times he's quick to remind everyone that Scott is my dad. Some fans online sympathize with Travis, saying he's genuinely trying his best in an impossible situation. Others argue he's moving too fast, too hard, and not giving the children the space they need to adjust. Being a parent, biological or step, is about patience, and patience has never been Travis Barker's strong suit. The result? Instead of smooth blending, what's happening inside the Kardashian-Barker household looks more like emotional friction. For all the glossy family photos, whispers about Kourtney's children refusing to warm up to Travis have only grown louder.